I'm Dave Carvajal. This is Thunder, Wisdom, and Insights with some of my favorite leaders on the planet.
So what I learned was a couple of things from now on. I would say is one, executive teams matter incredibly, and I've been on some very successful ones, and it's just easy. You know, the success comes quickly, and if things don't work, you change and adapt. And two, that one was also a problem of timing as well. I think there was recently an article about startups. What's the biggest indicator of success or failure in startups? And it turns out timing is important. You know, if you get in too early, you know, I was, even before Priceline, I was at Prodigy, which is one of the first online services. It was pre-internet. We were way too early, and then AOL came and had not necessarily a better service, but they had better marketing and eventually beat us. So that's probably a bunch of learnings I've had over the years: timing, executive team, and the importance of marketing. I had a really good mentor when I was at Priceline. He was an executive, he was CTO, and he was, you know, it's very hard in technology to sort of stay in touch with the code and understand the code while also managing and understanding the business side of stuff. Because when you're in the code and you understand the challenges, it's easy. But when you stop coding, it becomes a little harder. You don't really know exactly what's going on. You're really relying on your team to give you the information that you need, because you kind of start to lose touch with the technology. So it's important to have a sense, and this is what he was really good at, and that's what I learned more than anything else from him, a sense of where to know where the soft spots are in any sort of project or any big endeavor that you're working on with your team. It was a skill that, I don't want to say it's black science, but it was a skill that he had, where he would, like, I'd bring him a big project plan on everything that was good, and he'd be like, how are you going to do this one thing? And it would always be like the one thing that was like, God damn it, I don't really know how I'm going to do that. And that's a skill that I've worked really hard at achieving. And it's, you know, some of the stuff, you know, it's going to get done, you know, it's going to get done. But in any project, in any situation, there's always one thing that, like, that they don't want to tell you is the part they haven't quite figured out yet. And so that's a skill that you learn over time. And I've been lucky enough to work with some important mentors, and I've seen that in different areas, not just in technology. I saw it in finance. Same thing at Priceline. We had a guy that would, like, point at, you know, reams of spreadsheets. Who would point at one number and go, "How are you going to get to that number?" And it would make people squirm every time. It was unbelievable. I never saw anything like it. And that's a skill you gain over time. That's experience. But I think that's so that's important to me. I think mentorship in general is important because it helps you achieve faster, basically. You know, working with someone who's already been there, who's already done that. As you know, we do triathlon training, and having mentors in sports. You know, actually growing up, I was always a pretty good athlete, but I didn't train very effectively, and I was okay. I was average. But I really learned the importance of mentors in terms of getting you to where you need to be faster. And it's really just, it's like a shortcut. And so when you have them, you have to take advantage of them. So it's very important. So I try to be a mentor to my technology leaders as well. But I'm still learning from a lot of others.